Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. Today we will be continuing on with Stormblood. There aren't really any side quests to do at the moment, so we'll be doing the regular main scenario quest. Last time I did all of the side quests that were kind of showing here before coming to this place. So I think it's time to get at least a little bit of story in before doing any more side quests. Alright, as you can see, I got Blizario with me. So, let's head on. Again, also, just let me know if the sound needs adjustment or anything. Just let me know in the chat and I will adjust it. Alright, I will be checking out the Aether Currents because as far as exploration goes, and if I can just click it, I only need 2 more, which are most likely in this area over here, where I'm at. So southwest. I mean, while we're heading there, might as well progress the quest itself, so that after I find it, I could just return. Alright. Still to the southwest, and I'm going southeast. Alright. To the west. Hopefully it's not on top of there, because it will be a bit annoying to actually try and get. Pretty sure it is at this point. Oh wait, no. To the south. And there it is. Alright. Let's see where the last one is. Okay. So it's probably all the way here then. So I will not bother with it right now. It can wait. It's not like I can fly right away. If I can fly right away, I would have definitely tried to get it. But of course I still need 3 more Aether Currents that are only obtainable via side quests. So that's gonna still be a little bit of a wait there. I'm pretty sure after I finish whatever bit of story they want me to do here, and I'm getting ready to leave the area, the side quests will start popping up, and hopefully one of them will be for an Aether Current. Alright, let's deliver the purpose to Soroban. Here you go. Alright. Also, just a heads up, any voiced cutscenes, I will be muting myself so that people can hear the actual voice acting. Alright, how splendid they are. Kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall be more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you'll be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Hahaha. Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless, the shellless of Sui no Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rhine have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, I can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Yes, we have yet to carry out the ritual. Alright, yeah, I will accept it. Ooh, Gunbreaker. Uh, that looks not bad at all. Both of my both my Gunbreaker and my Dancer are a bit too low leveled. Plus, I don't think I really need this gear at the moment, since I could always get it from what's it called? The Hunt from Kugane. So I'll just get the materia instead. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let's go to western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. And that will have to take a break because I see side quests. So I will do side quests first before moving on. Alright, let's start with this. Sir, am I correct to assume you are from the surface? While I am loath to have to ask a favor, especially of a visitor such as yourself, I'm afraid I have nowhere left to turn. You see, a couple of times a year we hold a village-wide banquet where each person brings their own signature dish. As I have been charged with organizing the event, attending to the main preparations has left me with little time to collect the necessary ingredients for my food. Nearly everyone has finished making theirs, but I have yet to even begin. Readying the broth takes the longest, so I must start now. Start that now. To complete it, however, I need the legs of 2 giant coral shells. Please, might you obtain them for me? They can be found on the coast of Onokuru here. Take this bait. Giant coral shells are reticent creatures, but the smell of that should be enough to attract them out of hiding. So it looks like quite the trek. So I'll start picking up some other quests and see if it's gonna put me all over the place or not. Hopefully not. You must be terribly bored if you have nothing better to do than stand here and watch us. How about I give you some work? My sister left to clean the cotton kerchiefs we use to polish our shells, but she is slow to return. Why don't you go and check the shores around the eastern cove to make sure nothing has happened to her? And that is on that side. Alright. So I'll pick up one more. See where it is. Ah, an adventurer. You are just in time. Tell me, have you ever heard of Treasure Cove? According to ancient legend, a Hingan pirate hid the entirety of his fortune away in a firth in the Ruby Sea, the valley of which eclipses even the wealth of kings. While it is said no one has ever been able to locate its whereabouts, we think we may have found it. To the south of here is a small cove. Whenever we draw close to it, the winds begin to pick up and carry the angry cries of a man shouting, "Be gone! Be gone from here!" No doubt it is the spirit of the pirate who continues to covet his treasure from beyond the grave. That incredulous look. Do you mean to say you do not believe my story? Well, you are more than welcome to go there and verify the veracity of my statement for yourself. If the voice does not scare you away, you might even be able to find out a legendary treasure. With chat mode and say, use your keyboard software keyboard to enter any phrase that contains a word. Is anyone around here to draw the spirit's attention? Alright, so I think I will stop right there picking up quests and start doing them. So I got this one here to do first. Then I'll head and do that one. And then it should be just a quick swim over to that place. Also, the sword in the stone is probably the one that will give me the aetheryte. I will leave that for now. And I almost fell. That would have been not so nice. Okay. Actually, let me go this way. So that when I reach the place, I just need to continue on with the route I was taking and I'll reach that one as well. Since I'm super slow still, I want to try and take the least amount of time getting to quests, so usually just a straight path ahead without having to turn every couple of seconds is usually going to be the fastest. Alright, so this should be the one where it's treasure go. Yep. So, is anyone around here? Is it not working? I am in say. And I did type it exactly how it should be. Oh, I forgot the question mark. Alright, so let's try this again. Because I know these are usually a bit finicky. Really? Alright. Okay, there we go. faint voice. Be gone, you're scaring all the fish away. Winds have carried to your ears the complaints of an angry Kojin. Why does everyone insist on bothering me so? When I finally think I am rid of them, they round up their friends and return to harass me some more. Be gone with all of you. Will I ever get any fishing done at this rate? So, that was a person trying to fish. And we were just bothering the heck out of them. Almost back on land. Alright. And there is Suzura's sister. Sir, please, I do not mean to be rude, but I have not the time to entertain anyone right now. The kerchiefs I was sent to wash were swept away by a strong gust of wind, and I must retrieve them before they are lost forever. Suzura sent you to look for me? My sister has always been impatient. I must hurry. I do not want to be scolded again. Please, might you assist me in my search? I'll inspect the deep seas. Can you scour the coast? Let's meet back here once we are finished. Alright, so apparently I only need to find 3. So there's 1. And I see the second one right there. And the third one, I'm pretty sure will be behind here. Yep. Alright, let's return to the sister. And after that, we'll head over to Shoal Rock to get the fish. Or get the coral shells. How did your search go? Here are 3. 1, 2, 3, that should be everything. Thank the kami. Thank you. Your keen eyes have spared my ears another long-winded lecture. I always come here to launder our kerchiefs because they become much more softer when they are dried under the sun. Unfortunately, they have gone damp, so I will have to hang them out again. If you are returning to Tamamizu, please tell my sister I will be just a bit longer. Now let me just switch my chat to what it was before. Get a bit of a head start. There we go. Now it shouldn't be that long till I reach Shoal Rock. Alright, now let's put the rotting fish in this place first. Need to slay that coral fish. Coral shell. That's one. And I have an idea where the other one will be. Yep. There's the second one. Yep. Oh, there it is. So I will refrain from actually using it because I want to do that Tsubame Gaishi as well, right after. Usually I do it as a combo where I hit my Midari Setsugeka and then repeat the AI Jitsu right after. Usually that almost guarantees a kill for one of these, especially when paired with his Satsu Kaiten first. Alright, also I believe this way that I've done these side quests in particular, where I pick up more than one at a time, should be faster. So I will most likely start doing that to save time. Something I should have done a while ago, and I kinda had a feeling it was that, but I also kinda wanted to show the story in a way for them. But most of the regular ones don't really have that much of a story. The blue ones I will do separately because they always have a story. And I don't think I could do it justice by pairing it up with another side quest. But again, that's just me and my side quest addiction. Snip, snip. Ah, but if I am not mistaken, that is the piquant scent of coral shell that clings gently to your clothes. Yes, it is. Here you go. Haha, look at the size of these legs. Added to that, the meat inside appears very tender and succulent. Once they are added to the stew and boiled, it will be ready to serve. Truth be told, these banquets are not all about having fun. In fact, some might say it is a silent competition to see who can serve the best food. The individual to bring the most delicious dish is usually awarded the honor of hosting the next one. Thanks to you and these delicious legs you have brought back for me, my victory is all but guaranteed. Alright, let's talk to Suzura next. My sister lost the kerchiefs again. Thank you for helping her gather them. Ah, you are staring again. You want to know whose shell we are polishing, I take it? This one once belonged to a venerated ancestor of ours, who was reckoned a sage among our people. Upon his death, his soul took up residence in his shell, hang it on the gate to our village, that he might continue to keep us safe. After watching over Tamamizu for a few centuries, his soul will eventually depart from this place. He will be reborn as a kami. To thank him for his years of dedicated service, we regularly take down and polish his shell. For your help, we will ask that he also protect you. Thank you, sir. And apparently I could play against her in Triple Triad. You mean to say the voice we heard was only that of a Kojin fisherman? How disappointing. I shall be sure to inform the others and tell them to quit bothering the poor soul. While I am sad that it is over, it was fun while it lasted. Should you ever learn anything more of the Pirate King's treasure, do come back to share what you find. Oh, we can find Goldie Rogers' treasure in this game? I am down. Kaizoku ni ori wa naru. Ah, you're a man from above, and one who appears to be a battle-hardened warrior, no less. That you should choose this very moment to visit us, it is no coincidence. The other day, one of our younger Kojin was out fishing when he was attacked and seriously injured. He was unable to identify his assailant, but many suspect it might be the doing of a coral shell. Around this time, they begin laying eggs and can be very aggressive. I, however, believe it to be something far more sinister than that. The individual I speak of is Tamamizu's most gifted fighter. A mere coral shell would not be able to catch him unawares. The incident took place on the northern shores of the Isle of Beku. Please, might you go there and investigate what could have been behind this? Alright, so it's right there. Awesome. Now to pick up the last of the smaller side quests. Would you take a look at those brawny arms? You appear to be as strong as me, if not stronger. I would bet all my treasure that you, too, could kill a flying shark with your bare hands. The other day I purchased this stone of vitality from a merchant on the surface. He promised me that wearing it would grant me immense physical might. I have gone out and tested it against all manner of wild beasts, but it did not seem to have any effect. Could you give it a try? I suspect there is a trick to making it work that I have not yet figured out myself. Mayhap you can test it against some of the Unkyu to the east of here. These beasts are said to have shells as hard as diamond and are nigh indestructible. So basically I'm gonna go out and slay some Unkyu just because a merchant sold to you a stone. Soon I will come back and do that quest. But first, I need to finish up those two real quick. Shouldn't really take much time. Alright, so I need to slay 4 of these. So this one, I'm just, no. Okay, whatever. That is the combo that I usually like to do. There. Now I actually have Shoha. As cool as it actually is, it usually... I mean, not usually. It really doesn't do that much damage as I would have liked it to do. Which in my opinion is honestly a shame. Alright, let us see what attacked the most gifted fighter of the Kojin. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Now that we are done with that, go ahead, pick up the sword and the stone after I turn in these 2 quests. Hopefully I could get it done and return back to doing the story. Alright, there we go. So, the Kojin of the Red were the culprits. This is an outrage. While we are by no means on friendly terms, they have never attempted to murder one of our own until now. Then again, perhaps they were not aiming to take his life, but were simply looking to steal the ancient rod he was using at the time. It is, after all, one of our most valuable treasures. I must warn the others to take extra precautions when leaving the village with anything that can be considered to be of great worth. Thank you, sir, for your assistance in shedding light upon this most troubling matter. Excuse me. So, tell me, adventurer, did the Stone of Vitality work? You could not tell if it had any effect. The merchant did warn me that the stone would do little for those who have already attained true power. Mayhap the both of us are simply too strong to receive any of its benefits. While the thing may have cost me a fortune, I do not regret a single koban I spent on it. This rock has proven to me that I have what it takes to protect my people and my village. That I need nothing more than my 2 arms and legs to do it. I shall be keeping the Stone of Vitality as a reminder of that. Thank you for all your help. You have allowed me to come to a very important realization today. Alright, I'm glad to help, I guess. Now we can actually do the final side quest here. And I'm pretty sure that Soi no Satu, place where I was puzzled where it was when I was standing above it in the water, I will head to. And maybe even to this area. And get the final uh, exploration Aether Current. I just need the one. Then hopefully this one gives me one Aether Current. So that means I will need two more of the side quest ones. Sunder Kojin is looking for a man who is light on his feet. It is so far away, but I cannot give up just yet. Oh, a visitor. Your footsteps were so light I did not hear you approach. I could really use the assistance of one as nimble as yourself. Do you see that sword protruding from the large boulder up there? I must find a way to procure it, that I might accomplish my dreams. Like all the others, I want so desperately to explore the surface in search of treasure. To do so, however, I must prove to the village elders I am worthy of embarking upon such excursions by retrieving that sword. Doesn't that defeat the purpose if I get it for you? My comrades have given me advice on how I might reach it, but every time I get close, I lose my footing and end up tumbling into the waters below. Could you perhaps do me a favor by demonstrating how I might get there? Come, let us move up above. I shall observe your lithe movements from there. Hope you don't want me to actually get it for you. Because that would just defeat the purpose. No, it's a jumping puzzle. Do you spy a large plateau jutting out of the cave walls over there? Can you begin by jumping over to it? Must demonstrate to the Kojin that his feat can be accomplished without the use of any outside help. Should you call upon a mount or fall into the water, you must start over from the beginning. Okay. I too can make it to the plateau, but it is from there that things become tricky. Every step must be taken with calculated precision, or you risk, like me, pummeling into the waters below. Okay. So, I might actually wait for sprint, so that I can guarantee that I could do it from the first try. I don't want to be running and fall down, honestly. So just 20 more seconds waiting. I wonder if it can be done with the help of others, where I get into a regalia. Right now the sprint is up. Ah, so that is how you do it. I shall give it a try. Oh, I'm already here. Apparently I'm done with the quest. I need to go all the way back up there. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Yes, we know it's forevermore and ever. I am beyond impressed. You are possessed of an incredible grace. It is clear to me now. One must tense all the muscles in their legs, then push off from the rock to gain enough momentum to make it to the next one. You have restored my confidence. Thanks to you, I am one step closer to fulfilling my dream of exploring what the world above has to offer. Glad to help. Alright. And it appears I am done with the side quests here in this area, so time for more story. And thankfully that didn't take as long as when I did the others, even though it's almost the same amount. Well, one of them actually had 2 or 3 follow-ups after. But I think it kind of helped that I grouped some together. And I'm probably gonna do that. Alright. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
お待たせ。無事にあんたたちの分の捧げ物を海に捧げてきたよ。これで準備は万端だ。早速おまじないをかけてあげるからそこに並んでよ。それじゃあ肩の力を抜いてオイラの唱えることを心の中で復唱するんだよ。海に弱しますもろもろの神様、暗き者、輝ける者、流れる者、よどむ者、大海原を満ち引きさせるありとあらゆる神々よ。この者を奉る品々の捧げ物をお納めになりて、陸の汚れを払い、和田罪の美しみを賜らんと申すこと、いざ着こしめせとかしこみ申す。はい、おまじない完了。これであんたたちとあんたたちの刺激する獣くらいは水中でも不便なく活動できるんじゃないかな。
かなって本当に？体に変化があったようには思えないけど。
多分大丈夫だよ。でもあくまで水中にいられるようになっただけで泳ぎが達者になったってわけじゃないかな。
私は泳げるけど、アリゼンは平気？よくぞ聞いてくれたわ。アルフィノは泳げないけど、私は水泳が得意よ。そう、アルフィノは泳げないけどね。
だけど人の体は水を捕まえにくそうだからな。急ぐ事情もあるみたいだし、特別にオイラたちと仲良しの怪獣を紹介してあげるよ。何はともあれ海に入ってからだね。さあさあ行ってみよう。 く助っ人を呼んでみるよ。見ててごらん。スイスイって来てくれるはずだから。
あなたたちが助っ人？ありがとう。海の果てまででも行けちゃいそうだ。そんな遠出はご勘弁願いたいけどね。豪雪も羅生たちも待たせてるんだから。
もしそいつらとはぐれちゃったら、おいらに声をかけてくれればまた呼ぶからさ。気をつけていってらっしゃい。
行こう。この海の先に探し物はきっとあるよ。
Alright, this is awesome. Now I got diving unlocked. Owing to Sorbonne's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Sui no Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you only need to swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Control Spacebar. Let's hope I remember that. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban in Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Alright, now you and all your flying mounts have received the Kojin tribe's ancient blessing and can now breathe underwater indefinitely. To dive, you must first be swimming in a body of water that allows diving. Next, you simply need to descend as you would with any flying mount. So basically, I could just do the mount roulette thing to dive. If you are riding a flying mount, or I could just use the left click too. If you are riding a flying mount, you can go from flying to diving by descending into the water at the proper angle. There are special emotes such as /water flip that can only be used while underwater. These emotes are indicated by a unique icon. Alright, I need to go to Soi no Sato. Alright. And of course I need to dismount. Alright, cool. Wow. This is amazing, honestly. There's a portal to lead me to the surface. This must be Sui no Sato, the Rhine village Soroban told us about. Right then, let us see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. Hopefully they will. They should. You may now perform underwater emotes. I wonder first of all if this is a beast tribe. An actual beast tribe village where I could do beast tribe quests. Maybe, but first I need to see. Okay, so I got water flipped now. And I could do most of it underwater. Alright. So again, I will take the materia. If this is Soi no Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. I mean, we just barged in. What do you expect? Is there anything I might help you with, sir? Tell me about yourself. I am Sasaname. I serve under Shiosai, the high priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides. My duties include drafting the necessary paperwork for courtly functions and the village, as well as writing letters and arranging meetings. Whenever the high priest is too busy to do so himself, I will also attend to the needs of his beloved otter, Isoke. Kind of places. This long ago, we, the Rhine, were driven from our ancestral home. Our forefathers sought refuge here under the sea, and thus the humble but peaceful village of Soi no Sato came into existence. We are ruled by the Ruby Princess. Few besides those who serve at the royal courts, however, know her face, and even they seldom see her in person. Currently, Her Highness is carrying out a private ceremony of sorts, all including her most trusted advisors have been barred from entering or exiting the palace. Alright. There's Shiosai. That was incredibly lucky. Also, are they Aura? Pretty sure they're Aura. Should have probably known. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends Shirogami and Alisai. We are looking for the overseer of Soi no Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am high priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the men we're looking for? Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no. Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp. An otter saying chirp. Well, I guess I've seen it all. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Soi no Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we, Rhine, enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war. And here they flourished all that we are. Our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though I have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past, the Ruby Princess in her wisdom decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so. Now, I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Sui no Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please, do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. What a cold reception. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Girabania is not the only place with walls. I'm now starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known it would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Yeah. I hope he's still alive too. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Isari. Huh. So he's still alive.
いい加減この汚い酒場でお前さんの相手をするのも飽きたんだけどね。
来るわきっての女狐が国を売って偉くなったものよ。
聞き飽きてるのよ、そういう負け惜しみを。
では苗売りの意味語と呼ぶか、それとも差し灰の家父と呼ぶか。こうして祖国を蹂躙し、お主の気は晴れたでござるか。
そこまで調べてあるのなら問うまでもないだろう。私の腹は底なしの沼。満足にはまだほど遠い。だからもっともっとひどくしてあげる。お前さんたちの鳴き声と哀れに地を這う集体でこの耳と目を慰めておくれよ。でもお前さんはずぶといからね。うちのデクノボーに殴らせてるより亡き主君様の首を持ってきた方が喜ぶかい？そうドマの殿君カイエン様。帝国に国を落とされ総督に操られるかりそめの将になってもお前さんにとっちゃ大事な主君様だったものね。25年前せっかく命を見逃されたんだ。そのまま犬として飼われていればよかったものをここに来て反乱なんて企てた上民を逃がして討ち死になんて。ねえ、あの日お前さんはどんな気分だったの？主君を守れず自分だけ生き延びて。まあ主君と国を守れなかったのは初めてじゃないか。お前さん25年前も帝国兵に負けて牢につながれたんだもんね。 聞いた話じゃ。主君の元に戻るため帝国の兵役まで甘んじて受けたそうじゃないか。まるで修羅のごとき殺人剣だったって今でも伝説よ。
いずれも事実にござる。お主相手に今さら問答するようなことではござらん。
いやーね、そんなに睨まないでよ。あたし生きるために手段を選ばない人って好きよ。あたしとお揃いだからね。そのよしみで交渉してやろうって言ってるんだ。帝国の女将の方々がね、ドマの王たり得る者の身柄をとっとと確保しろってうるさいのさ。つまりはカイエン様の息子、あんたと一緒に逃げてたはずのヒエン様のことをね。死体の場所でも構わないから白状しておくれよ。
さての、お主の飼い犬が殴ってくるものですっかり忘れてしまったでござる。
続けな。こんな仕事もうまくやれないんじゃ今度は地の果てに左遷されるよ、デクノボー。
左遷はもう嫌だ。早くエオルゼアに戻ってあいつに仕返ししてやりたいの。
Oh, side quest. Oh, that's a lot of side quests. Alright, so it's still the land where I thought it would be. So here's what I'm gonna do. I need to pick up the main scenario quest first. Then pick up these 4. Then these 3. Then the Palace of Lost Souls. Alright, so materia again. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. Don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Shirogami? That, no. So I'd say the villagers. Never hurts to ask around. Right. You're the ones who came from above, yes? You could have a moment of your time. Oh, villagers. My apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Yunagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we'd like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. We heard naught from her since. I think I know who these are. It would be too much to hope that you know her, but her name is Yugiri. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Kami be praised. She lives. She lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Suino Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yangxia. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yuguri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye, it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship. Go to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. That is definitely a help. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there were something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And if you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Right, now that we have that, it's time to actually... Ooh, that's the sapphire-haired girl. Oh, I thought I recognized you. Perhaps you remember me too. I'm the girl you saved from the shore jellyfish in Onokuru. Do not tell me you are surprised to learn I am from Soi no Sato. While it is true that we rarely stray far from our small underwater village, we do occasionally go out to collect food. The day you rescued me, I had left to do just that, but before I could harvest the mozoku I so dearly need, I was ambushed by those awful creatures. I still have yet to recover from the injuries I sustained, and was hoping you could help me one last time. Please, may you gather 4 clumps of mozoku and bring them back to me? I guess I could do that. Oh my, you must be from the surface. Normally, I would avoid associating with anyone of your ilk, but we are in desperate need of outside help. You see, 2 warm spring Gasame have made their way into the Anemone gardens. Some of the men in our village went to dispatch of them, but because they are unused to fighting on land, none of them survived the encounter. If we do not manage to kill them off soon, they will end up consuming all of the available food there. Please, you must get rid of them for us. And that is right there. Alright. Mahiwa appears troubled. We, the Rhine, left the surface long ago that we might forge ourselves a peaceful life under the sea. Maintaining such serenity, however, is not always easy. My 2 sons can attest to that. From the crack of dawn until dusk, they fight. Lately, things have started to escalate, and they have begun to trouble the entire village with their spats. Oh, excuse me. Scolded them on multiple occasions, telling them that such disturbing behavior is unacceptable. They, however, still refuse to listen. Perhaps you can try having a word with them. can start with my eldest son. She'll be over by the racks of dried fish. If he attempts to start a fight with you and you approach him, I suggest you respond with a resounding, huh. That should stop him. That is odd. But since it's right there, I guess I could start doing it now. Huh? What do you want? Stop wasting my time. Hurry up and say what is it you've come to say. So... Huh? Huh? Who do you think you are to ask such a lofty, take such a lofty tone with me? Well, if it isn't a fight you want, it is a fight you will get. If it is a fight you want, it is a fight you will get. But wait, perhaps this is what Mother meant when she said I had an unpleasant attitude. Now that I think on it, I have often done to my brother what you just did to me. Maybe it's what caused our constant brawls. I understand now. Thank you, sir, and my apologies for trying to fight you. If you happen to see my brother, please tell him I am sorry. Alright. Let's head over there. We can finish that one. Pick up. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong. You came to tell me my brother says he is sorry. I do not believe you. Alright, so slash again. What do you did that because I seem grumpy? No, you misunderstand. Mother also often comments that I seem sullen. I am not. I simply do not have much to say. Perhaps my brother has also been mistaking my silence for anger, and that is why he shouts at me. Must go and sort this out with him. Thank you, sir. You have made me realize how important it is to let others know what I am thinking. Shall go find my brother now. Let me turn in this quest, speak to Saizal, and then get out of the village for the quests. Perhaps now they will be able to find a way to reconcile with their differences. Thank you. Till you came along, I was at a loss as to what to do. By nature, we avoid using any harsh words or action. As such, most of what I have to say is easily brushed aside by my children. You, however, have gone through to them, where I could not. Now the people of the village need not be disturbed by their angry shouts any longer. Please accept this small gift as a token of my appreciation. Ooh, alright. If your sun-kissed skin is any indication, you have come here from the world above. Sadly for you, we are an extremely tight-knit and self-sufficient community and do not have any word for outsiders. Ah, wait, perhaps that is not necessarily true. I have just thought of a task only one of your kind will be able to carry out. Tell me, are you any good at hunting birds? Very good. In that case, I would like for you to bring me back the breast meat of 3 ruby hornbills. That is all the way here? No, that is over there. Alright, so now I know where I need to go. No, and it's still slow, even underwater. But not that slow, thankfully. First, I need to go there. That's one. saw the third one. Fourth one probably is there, yep. After this, I could head to Tamamizu. Do the unforgettable taste. Fortunately, there isn't really an Aetheryte to attune to in Soi no Sato. So not really much to be done there. But on the bright side, I could always take one of Soroban's Stripe Rays and head over there faster. If it's still there, I don't know. Anyway, do you have an idea as to what to do? So it should be good. And I don't really need to actually go back in. I could just dive. The horn bells, however, are probably on top. Top of the actual ledge, which is annoying. That means I will have to find a way to get up there. Oh, I see some right there. Awesome. Alright, just one more, and I should be good. Alright, awesome. No, it's all the way to the west. I probably meant I was too close. Excuse me. And how might I reach that area? Okay, there. Anemone Gardens. It's still to the west. Alright, so go ahead. Alright. Huh. Using a water horse to travel underwater. Simply amazing. Alright, now I can just turn in the actual stuff. Then I'll do the other 3. Do you have what I asked for you? Or what I asked for? These cuts you have brought me are beautiful. Excellent work. I have for far too long craved the taste of bird meat. You see, many years ago, a cage fell from a ship passing above. Within it was a bird. The moment its flesh touched my lips, I knew no food, however fine, could compare. We received so few visitors from the surface that it is next to impossible to procure such meat, or any meat at all. In fact, all the Koji merchants ever bring is seafood. Before you go, I have one question for you. If I am not mistaken, birds have appendages that allow them to soar the skies. You do not look as though you can fly, so how is it that you were able to capture these magnificent winged creatures? You anger them, and when they come to attack you, you pounce? Haha, you people from the land are a ferocious lot. Slowly, I come to understand the decision my ancestors made to seek refuge in the seas. Any road, thank you for bringing me my meat. My siblings and I shall feast tonight. Right now, to speak to Mozu, and then the sapphire-haired girl. You defeated them. Thank you. Thank you very much. You have saved us from starvation. The seaweed and mollusks there are one of our main sources of food. You Memi especially are very nutritious, and without them we would not be able to sustain ourselves. Fortunately, they also happen to be one of the Warm Spring Gasame's favorite thing to snack on. Had you not slain them when you did, we would have been in dire straits. What is worse is that these vicious beasts seem to be growing stronger, something possibly owing to increasing number of eruptions from Hell's Lid. You are incredibly strong, but you best also take care when dealing with these beasts in the future. Alright, now let's deliver the Mozoku. Your return. Does it mean you brought my Mozoku? Oh, thank you. This seaweed is a very important part of our diet, and I know not what I would have done had you not agreed to collect it for me. Until now, I had never been stung while gathering Mozoku. I suppose I only have myself to blame. I should not have allowed myself to be distracted by the glittering scales of the fish that swam by. If only we had fields like those upon the surface, we could mitigate such risks. Sadly, we are a small village, and space for farming is something we can scarce afford. While the sea is bountiful and full of riches, unlike you, she only bestows her blessings upon those who hold her in awe. It was arrogant of me to fear her mighty waves. I, however, remain thankful for the ordeal because it reminded me of something very important and allowed me to make a wonderful new friend. Please take this gift. Alright. Time to pick up the other 3. And then we'll come talk to Kurenai after. Because I'm pretty sure that is the Aether Current quest. Daughter's love. Mister, you are an adult, right? Mother tells me I'm still too young to venture far from home. There is something that I really, really need. Lately, Mother has not been feeling well. I thought making her a hairpin might cheer her up, but I have no coral. Please, 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 will you bring me 3 of the prettiest, reddest coral you can find? If you do not know where to search for them, you should ask Tosetsu. He will be able to tell you. not yet. I misclicked. Alright. Let's go to Kagero. Kagero is curious to talk with an individual not from Sui no Sato. Hello, sir. Am I correct to assume that you are from the surface? Outside of the Kojin, we do not receive too many visitors. Then again, it is only to be expected. We live at the bottom of the sea, after all. Long ago, in exchange for the treasure we gave them, the Kojin taught our ancestors the secret to living in this great expanse of water. We have resided here since as their neighbors. They are very kind-hearted and clever people who love collecting rare items. It will greatly benefit you to befriend them. Aha, one moment. Something is coming to me. Yes, I know. If you were to wipe out some of the awahaki growing around their village, they are sure to be extremely pleased. About 6 should get you in their good graces. So, there. The Isle of Zeki. I need to go there soon to try and get the last exploratory Aether Current. That scent, the smell of the sun and the skies lingers upon you. Truly, it is a wonderful aroma. Might I ask you for a favor? There is something that I need from the surface. I shall, of course, compensate you for your troubles. I would like for you to bring me back 3 water sprite cores, which can be obtained from the Appas at Hell's Lit. They might appear frail, but do not let that fool you. They are by no means easy to defeat. Is that it? Where is Hell's Lit anyway? Oh, it was probably to the south of us? Yes. Alright, so I have quite the trek. Certainly, I can tell you where the red coral grows. But first, you must answer me this. Why do you want to know? You're gathering them for Sayo that she might make a hairpin for her mother. In that case, the most vibrant fields are located near Shisoi of the Violet Tides. The crystals at the turquoise trench purify all the surrounding waters, making the coral there the most beautiful in the 5 seas. It is said that those of crimson hue protect the women who wear them from coming to any harm. Good luck, sir. I hope you manage to make that little girl stay. I will try. Where is it then? If I'm not mistaken. Huh. So it's all the way there. Alright, so I know the route I'm gonna take. Wonder if, no. Of course it couldn't be fire underwater. That would be too convenient. 426 yalms to the west. Well, I need to go up to the surface a bit. I need to be careful not to actually exit by mistake. So northwest. So it's location. Yeah, I'll refrain from it for now. A bit too early, but not a problem. go. That's all 3 killed. Alright, still need to go further west. And I don't need to go to the northwest. I still need to go further. There we go. Alright. This dungeon looks like it's gonna be interesting. So, exactly to the north, where I could get the Aether Current. I'll most likely take a slight detour. Oh no, okay. Oh wow, this is deeper than I thought. Alright, so that's 1. And I see the other 2. And that is a dungeon. Alright, so those are the 3. Wow. I need to head all the way up. Northeast. Still northeast, I know. Now it's exactly to the north. Alright, looks like I'm getting closer, which is good. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to surface. How close am I? Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Nope, I cannot reach that. Alright, back to the deep I go. Alright. And I need to go get all good deeds done. The reason I'm not actually teleporting and deciding to go manually is because this is epic. And I don't want to waste a chance. Okay, looks like I am diving farther than I should. does get a little bit confusing, trying to know where you need to go. Alright. Need to go there and there. So that is one. Oh, that was a bit of a lag spike. That is two. And then there's a third one. Right, there's one. And I don't think a lightning steed would be a good idea to bring underwater. Alright. Now, I just only need to head to the village. Were you able to find my coral? There you go. Ooh, thank you. Thank you so much, mister. These are the best and brightest ones I have ever seen. Oh, and I found out earlier that Mother actually was not sick. She's going to have a baby, and I'm going to be a big sister. I am thinking instead to use these to make 2 hairpins. One for Mother, and another for my new baby sister. These red coral are sure to keep them safe forever and ever. That's sweet. You have exterminated the Awahaki. Good work. Kojin will be absolutely delighted to hear it. You see, they primarily use striped rays for transportation and to deliver goods. Beasts, however, are so terrified of the bubbles that stream from these plants that upon seeing them they will buck off whoever or whatever they are carrying. I shall inform them of all that you have done for them later. For now, please allow me to present you with your reward. See, aren't you happy you helped? Alright. Ah, you are back. I trust you were able to obtain what I requested? Yes, I was. Fantastic. Now we will have no need to worry about drinking water for some time to come. Though we have been here for generations, we are still unable to consume seawater. This will allow us to remove the brine and turn it into fresh water. Normally, we send the strongest men from our village to procure the water sprite's core. But the Kojin of the Red have become suspiciously territorial of late. It has made approaching Hell's Lake extremely difficult for us. Thank you very much for your help. We would not be able to survive without the sprite cores you brought back to us. As promised, here is your reward. Alright, on to talk to Kodenai. Yep, Aether Current. Ooh, that's her. Ooh, that's a nice looking ring. And of course it's not gonna show because I'm wearing gloves and I wanted to do item comparison. Yeah, it's definitely lower. Materia it is. You are a man from above. I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing speaks a strength and courage you possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit, which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the wraiths within from escaping. However, it would not hold for much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, man of the land, lend unto me your might. Please find a way to save her. I will see that she is kept from danger. Thank you, truly. I know not what I would have done had you not said no. Now, please follow me. We must go speak with Shiosai. We must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. So it looks like this will unlock the dungeon for me. And did you already forget? Chirp, chirp. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think this man has some hidden power capable of delivering Sui no Sato from untold disaster? I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but, like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this man's aid. You have the right of it. Very well. I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If he fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located? Not to worry, I'll show him there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie. I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me if it was something I could tell you now, I would. Alright, so I need to speak to Kurenai and then should unlock the dungeon for me. Taking the Inferno Steed underwater. Let's see how well that will work. Alright, there's the trench. Alright. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Shirogami. Though he might not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you, too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. Alright. So, let's see, how much time do I have? So, I'll ask in my train company. If I have enough people to help me, I'll most likely do it. Actually, let me open up the thing and see who's online. Not that many. Alright, so I guess I will finish up here. Let me just send a little bit. Alright, let me log off here. So, if you have liked what you have seen today, be sure to follow me at the links below. I am super close to getting to affiliate. So there's that. I mainly stream not really to try and get any material benefit of it. That's just for me a bonus. I'm just doing it to kind of like wind down myself. So, I do have a schedule put in place. This is the current schedule that I have right now. Of course, it is not set in stone. There might be days where I do some stuff that is just completely different than what is written. It's just kind of like an outline that I have for myself to try and follow. And now this is the end of the stream, so without further ado, till we meet again.